co-host. That's right, co-host. He's been with me for going on 4.5 years now, and I just can't do anything without this guy. So, coming to the stage, the Godfather of War Radio, Mr. Hutch Bailey Jr. What's up, Hutch?
Good evening, Mr. Dupree. Just glad to be here, and hello to all of our wonderful listeners and viewers.
Hutch, what's going on? What's going on your side today? What's up?
Well, just watching the madness in Washington and things like that. You know, it's I'm looking forward to spring. That's for sure. Doing a little bit of preparation for CPAC today. Just busy, man. Things are moving at a lightning speed.
CPAC. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be at CPAC. We're going to be at the Conservative Political Action Conference at the end of the month. We're going to be broadcasting for about 3 hours. 3 hours, 4 hours. So we're going to have the cameras on the table, and we're going to bring some of these big-name people. We're going to bring some big-name people for you. We're going to be broadcasting right here on the Right Side Broadcasting Network and on Spreaker. We're going to fill up the whole gamut of things. But, I found out something today. I found out that some old Glenn Beck followers were using us to get into CPAC.
How about that?
I had to put it out there. I had to put it out there because they left us because we supported Donald Trump. They left us, and now they using us to get into CPAC. That's kind of messed up.
Trying to use us.
Well, trying to, yeah.
Attempting.
I stopped that. I cut that out.
I know you did.
I was like, nope. We got a small crew this year. Nope. If anybody else puts out our name, nope. Don't give them quarter. Nope. That's it. Well, I also want to thank WCCD AM out of the greater Cleveland area, AM 1000, for broadcasting this show. And our new network, CRN Digital Talk. CRN Digital Talk, man. And if you would like to know, we broadcast on CRN Digital Talk at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So you can go to crntalk.com and pull up the Wayne Dupree Show. And, as a matter of fact, CRN Talk 1 is the station that we're on. CRN Talk 1 is the station. So, it's like they have 7 or 8. So we're on number 1. You can listen to us on TuneIn, iHeartRadio, Roku, iTunes. You can listen in your car to these. If you have those applications in your car, you can listen in your car. It's just, and over the next couple of days, I'm going to give you a whole lot more information on ways that you can listen. I might even have to draft up a sheet because there's so many ways that you can listen to the show, especially on the West Coast, because at 8 o'clock p.m. Pacific Standard Time, you'll be able to listen to the Wayne Dupree Show out there on the West Coast, and which is coming up a little bit soon. So if you're missing this, or if you got to do something and you have to leave me, you can listen to it again at 8 o'clock p.m. in like a couple hours. So I want to make an announcement tomorrow night. Just made it. I just took care of the scheduling, because on Friday night I want you all to be here because we are interviewing a young man from California who is going to battle kerosene Maxine Waters out there. So we want to see what he's got. We want to see what bona fides he's got, and if he's got the goods, I'd say we support him to fight against Maxine Waters, because Maxine Waters is doing nothing in Congress right now. She's not doing anything but starting trouble. As a matter of fact, she told you she wasn't going to do nothing. I ain't doing nothing with Donald Trump. I ain't sitting down with Donald Trump. I ain't doing nothing. Now, if I was in her district, I would vote her out. I would somehow try to get her out. But she's probably protected. Democrats have probably protected their their black congressmen, so that the congressman won't go anywhere. But yeah, I mean, because all those ones that are in Congress right now, you would think that actually, you know that they've been in there too long. They have been in there entirely too long, but they haven't done anything. But now Maxine Waters is basically telling you, hey, I ain't going to do nothing. I'm going to protest, and I'm going to protest on top of protest, and I'm going to be out here with these young people. She looking. I mean, I know her halitosis was just kicking with that interview.
Ooh.
I know it was kicking.
Then I'm going to go get my hair did.
Yeah. She didn't want the hell out of that wig, though, man.
Ooh.
I mean, that wig is like 6-7 years old.
That wig has some seniority, boy.
Yeah. That wig is getting the pension. That wig got a seat. That wig got a seat in the House of Representatives. But no. Moving on. Okay, so tomorrow night, have y'all ever heard of Dog the Bounty Hunter?
Yeah, I heard about him on Twitter about 5 minutes ago.
Dog the Bounty Hunter. I have been watching Dog Bounty Hunter for a long time. They were on. We're on like 9 seasons, man. Honestly, if you really want to be honest about it, Dog and his wife Beth Chapman, both of them were the first Christian couple of reality TV. They were on before the Duck Dynasty.
They had the baddest can of mace I ever seen in my life. They had like nuclear mace. It was a big old can, man. It was huge.
Yeah. Well, they are going to be on the show. They're going to be on the show tomorrow night. I'm happy to. I was talking with Beth, and she's psyched. She's pumped. I'm pumped. Joe Seals is pumped. Bridget, my little sister, she's pumped. We're all pumped. We're gonna get Dog the Bounty Hunter Dwayne and his wife Beth, who is a sweetheart. She is such a sweetheart, and they are so into politics right now. They're so into politics, and they still keep their religion. They still keep their spiritual faith. So that's going to be a treat tomorrow night. But again, I want to thank CRN. I want to thank Mr. Michael Horn, his daughter Jennifer, and the group over there for welcoming us to the CRN Digital Talk Network. And if it wasn't for the listeners, our regular listeners, we probably wouldn't be doing this right now. We have got some of the best. We've got the best listeners in the whole entire world, and I'm glad that they are part of what we're doing and what we're going to do going forward with the Wayne Dupree Show and everything like that. All right, now moving on to our Supreme Court justice. I know we talked about it a little bit last night. You know, we took some calls and everything. The Democrats, they want to be relevant. They want to be out in front of the cameras. I mean, they're running to any camera that is giving them space to act up and talk. And they are real. I mean, honestly, to tell you the truth, if I wasn't informed, I would think that they were talking a real good game. Seriously. I would think that right now that they were talking a real good game. And usually during the show, we usually take an early call. So I'm going to take this early call right here. I don't even know what the early call is going to be talking about, but 760, I think. 760, go ahead.
Hi, this is Eva. How are you?
Hi, Eva. How's everything?
Everything's great. I just want to say thank God for President Trump.
Isn't it good?
Because isn't he the best?
I know he is.
I lived through Reagan, and he's the next best thing to Reagan.
Yes.
And thank God for you. You're wonderful.
Thank you.
Enjoy you, and God bless you and your family.
Thank you.
And God bless America. I think we're going to be back on track. We have a great military out there. I think we have the best. Mm-hmm. And I think it's about to get better.
I do too. I mean, we finally got somebody in there that says, hey, listen, we ain't going to draw no red line. We telling you right across this podium, don't do it no more. Don't do it no more. We telling you, don't do it no more. We serving you notice.
In like 140 characters or less. He didn't waste any time.
Official. We serving you notice. Dig it. You know, that's it, you know.
That's it. You know, you have to draw a line. And I think we have the best military. And people used to be scared of America. What happened to
I know.
that?
You know what, Eva? You are so right. You are so right. Everybody, even Russia used to be afraid of America.
Yes.
Everybody was afraid of this little island, or not island, of this little island, of this nation that really nobody can really touch. You really can't touch it. And we know when you're coming. So we are positioned the right way. But no, everybody used to be afraid of our capabilities. And, you know, for the last 8 years, and I mean, Eva, thank you for your call. I was thinking about this the other day, Hutch. If you look at what's going on right now, if you can look at what's going on right now, it didn't happen before Obama was in office. You didn't have all this crap happening. And all this crap has been able to sustain itself over the last 8 years. And now it's coming to a head because nobody at the top was able to go after Barack Obama. They would not do it.
Shameful.
So he let it happen. And all of these anarchists, all of these agitators, all of these protesters, I mean, you got Black Lives Matter in Seattle saying, we're going to start killing people.
It's going to come to an end
start
real
killing
soon.
people, you know? So you got that happening. This is not because of Donald Trump. So anytime you hear that on these radio stations, this is not because of Donald Trump. This is because of the last 8 years that they were allowed to grow into this crap that you're seeing right now. And when Obama leaves office, now all of a sudden Muslims popping up on TV like it is their reality TV show. They just popping up on TV like they've been signed to a 10-year contract. Protests, all types of stuff, man. And that's something that really ticked me off last night. I was like, I can't believe that these people are on my TV. I really felt like I was in another country. Whatever, man. Whatever.
There's a lot of political correctness about that that's going on and has been propagated for not just the Obama administration. Bush was bad about it too. But I don't want to get totally into that. But you're right. I mean, these things, all of a sudden, they started right on Inauguration Day, or a little bit before. But now we're getting ready to have an attorney general that can enforce the law.
He's in now.
And a secretary of state that can lay down the law across the world. And a Department of Defense, a Secretary of Defense, rather, who has a grizzly bear rug in his bedroom, but it's not dead. It's just afraid to move.
You're crazy.
I mean, the world is, they've got he's got, the team around him is so phenomenal. I mean, when you think about it, when you think about the people that we used to have, I mean, nobody even ever heard of them before in any of the positions, or except for Secretary of State. But nobody ever heard of that Secretary of Defense. Ash Carter, nobody even ever heard of him. He's got an all-star panel set up around him that he's not going to have to do everything by himself. We just got to get the rest of these through, and the Democrats need to quit playing like they're Wisconsin legislators and not showing up for hearings.
And what did President Trump tell them? Use the nuclear if you got to.
If you have to. I don't think they will, though.
I don't care. I mean, honestly, and I wrote something earlier. It shouldn't even be an option. Use it.
The thing is that this nominee...
Democrats brought it out. Use it.
Right.
The Democrats initiated. Use it.
But the Democrats are not going to make them use it because they're not worried about the first pick. They're worried about the second pick. So Mitch McConnell's in a tight spot. If he doesn't use it, then he probably won't be able to use it the next time. You know what I mean? If he does use it...
I'd say use it.
Use it. I don't think he's going to have to. I think he's going to get 60 votes.
No, well, I don't know because I mean, you got 2 Republican women that are turning down Betsy DeVos
don't talk
already.
to me about them. Jeez,
You know, I mean, so
what's wrong with them? Every time.
But Hutch is like, well, they probably won't have no problem with 60. I don't know, man. You got some creepy Republicans up there that have an agenda, and these 2 women decide, and ain't nothing but hate. I don't know
what it is about that. Why they don't want that Secretary of Education? I don't understand.
She a woman. She a woman. Those women don't want a woman. That's all it is to it. That's all.
I was thinking it was teachers unions maybe, or I don't know. It's ridiculous though.
Susan Collins and what's the other one?
Mikulski Mikulski from Alaska. Sarah Palin. You should take her out.
I know. Mikulski hasn't been the same since she got beat up by Sarah Palin, and then people felt sorry for her, and she got put in the Senate by what?
A write-in.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
Sarah Palin whipped her up and down the street, man.
She should take her seat from her. She'd be a good senator.
I would. Sarah Palin, run for the Senate. Mikulski is afraid of that. She don't want you to run.
We got to get rid of them. I mean, there's no reason for that.
Yep.
It's like the Republicans don't know how to win. They don't know how to be the boss. Come in there and be the boss. You're the boss. You have the numbers everywhere in the whole country. You have the numbers. Start using the power because they're going to use it against you. Yeah. I'm telling you, man, that's the thing that bothers me the most. Those 2 women tonight.
Ain't it crazy?
I'm shaking my head going, we have Common Core destroyed and we have school choice guaranteed.
She's going in there to do damage to the education system that we have known for a long time has been hurting our youth. She knows it too. And these 2 ladies are like, I'm going to vote no.
Unbelievable.
Somebody got to them. That's what it is.
And that's what I'm trying to figure out, who would have done that. Or is this the Republican Party? Is this unions? I mean, is this Chamber of Commerce? Who did it?
Somebody with deep pockets.
Yeah, I mean, somebody had to do
pockets. It. Yeah, somebody was talking to them at 2:00 in the morning. You know how you used to have a date, and you talk to 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning. Sometimes you fall asleep, and then other times you're so dead sleep, but you don't want to go to sleep, and then you start talking gibberish. Did I
I did not say I love you.
Did I say that? I didn't mean to say that. Well, but I do, but I didn't mean to say it right now. Oh, that's okay. Oh, you in trouble now. That's probably what happened to those 2. Somebody was talking sweet nothing.
What's wrong with Collins' voice anyway? She sounds like a mongoloid or something.
Transvestite. So, hey.
And so it starts. CRN. What's going on?
I got to. That mayor, man. What's up? Did you? The mayor came out. Oh my goodness. The mayor came out. What is this? What? Hutch.
Which mayor?
The mayor. The transsexual mayor.
I didn't even know we had one.
It just came out. And the picture, whatever.
Oh, man. Why do you trans testicles have to come out and make, get the light shined right on you? Why can't you just...
It's right there.
Just have the job. You don't have to... I mean, we're going to look at you and we're going to know. I mean, they got...
Y'all acting like... Whatever, man. I mean, whatever your flavor. I mean, if that's what you want to do, that's what you're gonna do. But don't think that you just gonna come out and nobody gonna laugh at you. Don't do that. Don't do that. All right.
I don't care what you do, but if you're funny, I'm gonna laugh at you.
Real talk, baby. Real talk. I'm
not only gonna laugh at you, I'm gonna make fun of you.
Don't think you a man.
That big old lump on your throat. You're gonna try to tell me your name's Esmeralda. I don't think so.
You gonna wear a scarf and it's 102 degrees outside.
Oh boy, what's up with them big hands?
It's like those man hands. I am a man. Oh, I'm sorry.
I've never seen a woman with elbows like that.
What's that little rug burns on your elbows, man? What's going on? And look, well, whatever. Okay, all right, whatever. Yeah, I mean, it's a transsexual mayor, transgender. I don't think it was transgender. I think it was transsexual mayor. Well, I mean, I don't know if both the same thing. Yeah, but yeah.
Unreal.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? I did a story. I'm switching over to a couple of things because I got them right on my head before I go back into our Supreme Court. There it is. Texas town. In Texas, man.
In Tejas. Wow. I bet it gets awful hot down there.
It got like pits in its cheeks. That rough cheek thing.
Yeah, all that. Got to put all that cake on there, that makeup.
Filling
body putty and.
Did you say body putty?
Got to sand it down every morning. You know what I mean? And in the afternoon in Texas in the heat.
That's what I'm saying.
Starts running and stuff.
That's what I'm saying, man. Oh, he cut off his beard too.
Oh,
he had a beard. He had a full beard.
You go back on that and just say it slow.
I would.
He cut off his, and I'm like, a beard. Yeah.
Yeah, he cut off his beard, but wow. I mean, it. Yeah, I mean,
I don't know what possesses people, man. I mean, I really don't.
A Texas mayor made history this week when she came out as a transgender. Yeah, I first of all, it's a he. He came out as a transgender, and I mean that's what confuses people. You know, it just confuses people. He came out as a transgender. New Hope Mayor Jess.
That's one of them gender neutral names.
Well, his first name was Jeff. I mean, his original name was Jeff, but now it's Jess. Herbst, the state's first seated official to openly change gender, shared her announcement in an open letter. As your mayor, I must tell you about something that has been with me since early memories. I'm transgender. 2 years ago, with the support of my wife, daughters, and son-in-law.
Oh, my God, the poor people.
I began hormone replacement therapy. At the time, I did not imagine I would hold the mayor's position, but here I am, Herbst Roast. Do you think that they can recall him?
Did he have the procedure? Did he have the chopadecophony? Not that I care.
Why? Why? You want to call? You want to
trying to get a laugh. Didn't work. But that's a sickness.
No, it is.
The thing that's even worse, though, the thing that really, and I don't care what you do.
Right. I don't either, really.
That's one subject. There's other subjects I won't say that.
I mean, this
subject, I don't care what you do.
Right. I mean, if that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. But don't think that nobody's going to laugh at it. Huh?
The ones that bring the kids into it.
Yeah, man.
Like the lesbians that take the little boy and make him dress up in dresses. They're out there, too. This has happened.
I know.
That's child abuse, man. They ought to go to federal prison for that.
Yeah.
Let the kid be a kid, man. I mean, do what you want to do, but don't push it on a little kid.
Yeah. Let them deal with it in jail, man. You know? That's what I'm saying. Hey, going back to the real news. Everybody, it's like they hanging on his every word. Jeez. Every time he says something, they got to report it.
You know what he does, though? If you listen to Sean Spicer's news conferences on C-SPAN or whatever, they're still on news from 3 days ago.
I know they are.
This dude did 10 volumes of stuff, and they're still talking about this travel ban.
They're missing all of Trump's accomplishments that he's been doing for the last week and a half. They've missed them all. And then when push comes to shove, mark it down. I'm telling you, mark it down right now. When push comes to shove, they're going to say he hasn't done anything.
Right.
They're going to come out with a TV program or something that said Trump's 100 days, he hasn't done anything. No, he has done stuff. You didn't want to cover it. It's news. What he's doing is news, and you want to talk about crowd size. You want to talk about a woman dressed up in, and I saw a picture of her again today with that flag over her head and stuff. I'm like, that's not what you're supposed to use it for.
That's horrible.
That's not what you're supposed to use it for. You ain't supposed to use the flag as a hat. As a hat. Okay. Well, I mean, and like that, in that fashion.
And the thing is, they don't even really realize what's happening to them. 57% of Americans are behind the travel ban. It's like last week's news. I mean, we still have all these confirmations that have happened, the regulations that he's cut, all the different things that are going on. It's so fast that you can actually see these TV pundits. You can see them aging in front of your face.
Oh, yeah.
They come out every day. They look like they're 10 years older.
Breaking news. MSNBC has closed down their plantation. MSNBC has closed down their plantation. Ask me why I said that.
Why'd you say that?
They got rid of Tamron Hall. They got rid of Joy Reid.
Really?
And they demoted Al Roker.
Well, I heard because of Megyn Kelly.
I guess so.
I'll tell you the other thing. I mean, Kellyanne Conway, in all her brilliance, has been saying for the last couple of days, actually a week or so, all you news networks, you call yourself news networks, you call yourself businesses, your people, almost 100% of your people got everything wrong for a year and a half.
And still got jobs.
And then nobody's been fired.
What did I say before? I mean, the night, or actually the day before, or the night of the election, I said, the people that you see in media won't be there in a year. I mean, there's no way. There's no way that you can keep these people in their seats with such bad predictions.
And what do you see at Fox News? You see a little bit of movement. They got rid of George Will, and they got rid of Marvin Cowell, but he was about 93. But Karl Rove is still there. Stephen Hayes is still there. Jonah Goldberg is still there. All these people that got it completely wrong haven't missed a paycheck, Wayne.
I know. Ladies and gentlemen, I am bringing on a guest tonight. Hutch, I didn't tell you about the guest because I just did it earlier today, but she is a powerhouse. And as you know, our Supreme Court, President Trump came out last night with Supreme Court pick Neil Gorsuch. And tonight we have someone that writes with Politichicks, and she's been watching the Supreme Court, and she can tell us what to expect with Neil Gorsuch if he is approved, if they let him go through. And I am talking about my guest, Miss Susan Swift. How you doing, Susan?
I'm doing very well. Thanks for having me on. I really appreciate it, Wayne. I'm kind of a fan of yours.
Oh, you stop that. No, actually, I mean, honestly, I really want to thank you for coming on at the last moment, for making yourself available, because a whole lot of people really don't understand who Neil Gorsuch is and the possibility of him sitting. I mean, what gets me is that he's 49 years old. He's 2 years older than me, and he's going to be on the Supreme Court for a long time.
Well, let's hope so. Yeah, that's one of the really interesting things about him. He's 49 years old. If he stays in good health, he could be on there for 40 years, and that's one of the factors that have the the liberal demagogues, the ideologues' heads just exploding every morning. They don't know what to do, because they cannot object to his resume or the schools that he's gone to. He is just a brilliant man. He's gone to Harvard. He's gone to Columbia.
Right.
He's gone to Oxford. Most of these senators, they'd love to be able to say that they went to those schools. So he's well educated. He's brilliant. He has a very good reputation with the bar of Colorado. Other judges that have worked with him have praised him, and he's also 49. If he were like 69, maybe they could take a breath, but this guy might live hopefully 40 years, and that would cement a decades-long legacy on the Supreme Court. You'll remember back when we were all talking about what happens if Hillary gets into office and then the Supreme Court is lost for basically a generation or two. Yeah, that's right. And now we have Trump, and now that's what the liberals see. They see that all of the work that they've done with judicial activism, with Sotomayor and Kagan and Ruth Ginsburg, they see that this is going to be taken away from them, just like Trump has been taking away 8 years of Obama with executive orders. In 2 weeks, he's just erasing it. And they see this, the Supreme Court is their last hold on being able to use judicial activism and legislating from the bench based on the intent of the law as opposed to what the words really say. So they're apoplectic. They're losing their mind. Chuck Schumer is beside himself, and it's a glorious thing to watch, actually.
Good evening, Susan. I'm Hutch Bailey Jr. Thanks for coming on the program.
Thanks for having me.
Hey, I want to ask you a question. The conventional wisdom seems to be, at least in some places, that really this pick will bring the court back into balance, because we don't really know what Kennedy's going to do here and there. And there's talk about the nuclear option with Mitch McConnell, and a lot of the people that I'm listening to are saying that he's going to get 60 votes so they don't use the nuclear option, because what they're really afraid of is Kennedy retiring as soon as he feels comfortable. And I just wondered what you thought about that, if you thought that people are looking long-term into the next possible pick, and there could be 3 and even 4. And I just wonder what you thought about that.
Well, that is very interesting. Yes, there could be. I mean, Trump is in and we knew this again going in. We knew whether if it was going to be Hillary Clinton or Donald Trump as president, we knew that this person would be able to choose the next maybe 4 justices. And we have elderly judges who are going to probably want to retire. And now we're looking at, the court changing direction. And you're right. To put Gorsuch in the place of Scalia only keeps it in the balance that it had before Obama, retired basically and left. So yeah, we're trying to get it back in balance. Kennedy has been the swing vote, and he kind of goes both ways, and has sometimes sabotaged what conservatives thought would be a proper ruling. The interesting thing about Gorsuch is that he is the only nominee who has clerked for 2, not just 1, but 2 Supreme Court judges. So it's White and Kennedy. And some people are saying, you know what, if Gorsuch gets on, he will be a voice of reason and a friend, and will be able to maybe persuade Kennedy and kind of keep him on the conservative reservation, if you will, and kind of make sure that he stays on the right side, of the political issue. And that would be very interesting, as opposed to somebody who doesn't know as much about Kennedy and the court. So that's another thing in his favor. That's why conservatives should be happy. But yeah, they're all wondering, what's he going to do? The interesting thing is the nuclear option. The funny thing is, Trump's already saying, go nuclear. There's actually a hashtag on Twitter that's starting to trend, go nuclear.
I love, what, Susan, I am totally with that. I am totally with that right now.
Absolutely. It's called sauce for the goose, baby.
There we go.
Because to remind your listeners, what happened was, this is how Harry Reid got, I think it was over 100 judges and they were very leftist judges that Obama had selected and McConnell had blocked for 2 years. And then what happened was, Harry Reid decided to use the nuclear option. Let's call it the Reid option, shall we? Because that's what it is.
Yeah, right.
The Harry Reid option. What he did is he did a procedural tactic and said, we don't need 60 votes to confirm these judicial appointments. They're not Supreme Court appointments, but that's okay. They're judicial appointments. We don't need 60 votes. We just need a simple majority, 51. So that's the Reid option. And now, and we were all yelling, conservatives were all yelling about this and saying, this is not right. We should stick with the 60. And now it's our turn. And the good thing is we can point back to the Harry Reid option and say, yeah, you did this to us. You took away the 60, which was a stopgap measure, our brakes, a way of putting the brakes on the voting. You denied us that. You cheated, in other words, and you rewrote the rules. We're just playing by your rules.
And you know what? And you know what, too?
The game, we're play by your rules, buddy.
And I would definitely, from this point on, every time, I wouldn't even say nuclear option anymore. I would name it the Reid rule.
The Harry Reid option.
Exactly. Every time we're just using the Reid rule. We're using.
That's right.
But after we get finished doing what we're doing, then I think we should get rid of it.
Well, yeah, exactly. Because, well, you know what? Maybe cooler heads will prevail. Now we can say, all right, tit for tat. All right, it's kind of like in baseball. Okay, you cheated at the rule. Now I cheated at the rule. Okay, at the next inning, you want to reset the rules now?
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe I will.
Right. Yep, exactly. Cut it off.
It's payback, baby. And after we get done paying back, we'll fix it. But
that's right, man. I like you. Look, I got a hug for you right now. Scorched earth. Yeah. Take them down because that's how they play. They cheated. Even Chucky Schumer. Chucky Schumer was like, well,
he's awful.
He said, I was against it when y'all did it. Look, I don't remember him on the floor saying that he was against it. I don't remember no op-ed pieces or no editorials or no Sunday programs when he was on there saying he was against the nuclear option. Do you?
No, and it's funny because we've got tape of him in 2015 that's on the internet where he was saying that a temporary ban on refugees might be necessary. It's like, yeah, that was in 2015. Did your head spin around at night like The Exorcist or something? Because we never know what you're going to say. This guy, he's now come up with a new test. You see, there's now a new test. If you want to be a Supreme Court justice, well, you have to be bipartisan and mainstream. You know what that means? That's a dog whisper code for the nominee really must agree with Democrat political views. Yep. And if they don't, we don't accept them. Bipartisan mainstream means you got to be a liberal. That's what this means. This has never been a test. It has always been in the past. And it makes sense, which is, look, the president usually gets his nominees because he won the election. And unless you find something that is, truly egregious in their background, like, I don't know, withholding taxes. Aren't there some Democrats on that? Well, forget about that. But, unless you find something where they're literally breaking the law or they're completely incompetent, the presumption was in the gentleman's club that used to be the Congress, and the very august body of the Senate, was that, well, you give the president his cabinet picks and his Supreme Court justices because elections have consequences.
That's right.
That's right. Now you say the Reid rule. Let's talk about the Biden rule because a lot of people are talking about that. This is a stolen seat. It should have been given to Barack Obama when Joe Biden was the one that came out strongly that a Supreme Court justice should not be selected in a president's last term.
That's the Biden rule. And it does make sense. I'll give old Joe Biden, plug Biden, the plagiarist in chief, I'll give him his due. He said back in the day, he said, well, look, the people get to vote in a presidential election, and they should be entitled, since they are our employees after all, they should be entitled to elect a president, and then based on that election, we go forward and we fill a vacancy on the Supreme Court. That only makes sense. And that's just, fortunately, thank you, Lord, that you didn't take Antonin Scalia back in 2014, because then Obama would have, gotten somebody in the seat. But I find it very laughable now that all of the liberals are screaming, this is a stolen seat. It's a stolen seat. It was supposed to be Merrick Garland. Yeah, who says? Right. Yeah, right. Well, he didn't get through because you guys, the interesting thing on that whole thing is Obama actually was trying to, he's a very sly man, and he was trying to nominate a leftist, a solid leftist, but who wouldn't be an inflammatory one. Merrick Garland was going to be a very reliable left-wing justice. No bones about it. He wasn't as inflammatory as maybe Kagan or Sotomayor, the wise Latina. No, he was just a regular run-of-the-mill white guy liberal. Right?
Those are some ugly women too. I'm sorry.
Okay, let's not go there, shall we?
The
liberals are just stacked with these unattractive women. Let's start with Hillary.
There we go. Yeah, that'll work.
That's a good one.
Merrick Garland was a very reliable white liberal dude who could have sat on the court, and anytime there was a tight case, he would have thrown it liberal to the left, and everybody knew that. And fortunately, God was merciful and took Antonin Scalia late enough in the game that Mitch McConnell was able to block the appointment of Merrick Garland based on Joe Biden. And I just love the irony here.
It is
and
great.
now we're gonna say, hey, apply the Biden rule. That's a done deal. And now we're gonna apply the Reid rule. And I think it's hysterical that now Chuck Schumer is saying we will absolutely, unless the nominee is bipartisan and mainstream, we will absolutely hold the seat open. Yeah, you and which army?
I want to see him try it. Yeah, right. I really want to see him try it because, I mean,
No,
okay.
I don't.
All right. He could also start tearing up. He is.
Isn't he a good actor?
He is good
I'm
at
so
that.
impressed.
Oh, in the media, when he paused the media, you could hear the cameras click, 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 click. It's like, oh my goodness, come on, mainstream.
You know what?
You mean like Ruth
I think
Bader
he's been
Ginsburg?
talking to Meryl Streep. I think he and Meryl Streep are buds because he's taken acting lessons there. I mean, they're good.
Well,
just cry on the drop of a hat. I know how to do that.
Well, his niece or something came out, Amy Schumer, and she's telling people to rise up. She's telling people to rise up against Donald Trump. It's like, girl, please.
That's all they know how to do. Look, these poor leftists. You got to understand. This is all they know. Yeah. I mean, look. How long did it take Obama? It took him 10 days to come out of retirement and to start rabble rousing. He's a community organizer without a community to organize. And he's already back. It took him 10 days in retirement. He's already gone. I think we should protest this Muslim ban. It's not even a Muslim ban, Guy. No. It's a temporary moratorium for 90 days against the 7 countries where you identified the ISIS JV team as having infiltrated and that we got to guard against.
He got family over there. Goodbye. He got family over there. I mean, that's
the call to prayer is the most beautiful sound he's ever heard.
That's what he said.
He said it.
I can cry like a Muslim woman too, just for him.
At 2:00 in the morning, man. I heard. I told Hutch, I was like, man, I was over there in Saudi Arabia my first night. I was tired. We had been flying forever. Getting to the bed, it's all dark. It's real dark over there. They don't even have the lights in the backyard. It's real dark. All of a sudden, I start hearing that prayer.
No.
At 2:00 in the morning, and the funny thing was, I'm in the house with like 10 other people, but nobody else got up but me. It's like they were all used to it, and I'm like,
they were already
who is yelling?
Prayer many times.
Yeah, and not only are they yelling, they're on a megaphone. I mean, it's like.
Pointed in all directions.
Yes. I was like, God.
It's like Radio Free Europe over there during World War II. They just blasted. It's like, Tokyo
5
Road.
times
They just
a day.
blasted over that.
Hey, Susan, look, I got to let you go, but I know our special partner let me know that you were going to be at CPAC. Is that right?
I am. I'm going to be at CPAC. It'll be my first time there, and I want to come say hi to you there.
I'm going to have you. I'm going to stay in contact with her. We're going to get you scheduled so that you can come over to the table and talk to us for a little bit, okay?
It would be my great honor. I would be thrilled. Like I said, I'm a closet fan, so that'll be good. And just remember, before I leave you, I'm going to tell you that conservatives hold the radical view that the Constitution means what it says.
Right.
Here.
Right.
And that's why the liberals hate them.
Yep, exactly.
Because the Constitution means what it says. That's what Neil Gorsuch will do, is enforce the Constitution as originally drafted. And that's why we have to all fight and make sure that he is confirmed. He is worth the fight. The liberals, if they're going to mount the fight, we have to be able to make sure that we back this choice and we back President Trump, and we don't let these rhinos, because all it takes is 3 of them to waffle, and then this won't go through, because we can't, the Reid rule only needs 51, and if we lose 3, wafflers, like, I don't know, McCain, maybe, if they go all soft on it, Gorsuch will not be confirmed, and that would be a travesty. So we've got to make sure that we hold their feet to the fire.
Yeah, McCain, Graham, or Collins, or Mikulski. We got to watch out for them.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we
need to replace them next time around 2 years. We got to replace all the rhinos.
They have a second string too. It's not just the front line ones. They got a second string too, but we'll deal with that later.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Amen.
Hey, Susan, tell everybody how they can get in contact with you on at your website and on social media.
Sure, I have a website. It's my name, Susan Swift, SWIFT.net. So SusanSwift.net. And you can find me on social media at Real Susan Swift.
All right.
There you go.
Or you can watch Harper Valley PTA.
There you go. There you go. There you go.
Late night reruns with me in braces. Yeah, that would be scary. Yeah.
Thanks, Susan.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Okay. Bye-bye. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Susan Swift. And yes, for those of you that watch TV, she was a former screen queen actress in Hollywood. She has done TV. She's done movies. Hutch was like, is she from Hollywood? She an actress? Yeah. She an actress. Yeah. So
just give me 30 seconds and I'll be on it. Hey, this Supreme Court thing, this is beautiful, man. This is going to set us up for so long.
I know.
But I was thinking as we were talking, when Biden made that rule, when Reed made that rule, they packed the federal court underneath the Supreme Court.
Mm-hmm.
That was bad.
Yeah.
We got to reverse that too, because only so many cases get to the Supreme Court. Most of them end at the federal appellate level. So that's something that we got to work on too. But hey, this is good. We're doing good.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are the Wayne Dupree Show, broadcasting on the Right Side Broadcasting Network, Spreaker, WCCD-AM 1000 out of the greater Cleveland area. We also will be joining K-Truth, which is a network on the internet. And we are also broadcasting on CRN Digital Talk. One. That's right. One. Okay. So again, you want to listen to this show later on tonight, you can also go to TuneIn Radio. You can go to iHeartRadio. You can go to iTunes. It'll be streaming there at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Yeah. And don't forget, tomorrow night we have Beth Chapman and Dog. Dog.
The Bounty Hunter.
I'm trying to remember the song. He was badass, man.
He was. He was tough. And he had his son with him, right? For several episodes seasons.
He had his son, he had his daughter, he had his brother.
Yeah.
I was like,
good deal.
And look, the stuff he wore, man, I was like, good Lord, man, I don't want nobody running after me with that. I mean, coming after me with that stuff. He looked like he was going to whoop some tail, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. That was a good deal. That was a good show. I liked it.
Gee.
But we're passing some milestones here, man. I was thinking a little bit.
What's that?
Of how we started out, and I'm listening to you talk about all these networks we're on, and I had to almost go to get me a tissue.
Oh, Lord.
It was getting emotional.
You know what? See,
I was trying to fill that in. It took me 45 minutes to say that.
You know what? Because did you see the excerpt I made last night?
I saw it. I got to watch it because I know what it's about. I know. I almost called you. I almost said you got to capture all that, man. I don't care. That was good stuff.
That was good, man. It was good stuff.
I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna reply to that email too.
You like that
blog post?
Oh,
I'm gonna do it on
a
blog post.
Oh man,
I'm not gonna do it on here. I'm gonna do it.
Okay. Well, you know what? I meant, and I printed the letters out. Because for those new listeners that we have on the West Coast and all throughout the nation, usually I've started reading emails from people that listen to the show. I printed them out, but I forgot to go upstairs to get the letter. So I'll make sure that I bring them down tomorrow night and have them for us. We got another caller on the line. Caller, what's your name? Where are you calling from?
Mr. Dupree, this is Big Ed from Toronto.
What's up, man?
How's Mr. Bailey tonight?
What's up?
Doing well, thank you. What's on your mind?
Hey, listen, when Donald was going through the primaries there, lots of people and I got into arguments. And the arguments based that a businessman can't run a country. Now, what I would like to tell those folks is just they got to buckle up. And as soon as he gets his entire cabinet put together, we will have a jolly good old ride. The other thing is, Wayne, how difficult is it for you to run your show for 3 hours or 2 hours on Friday?
Well, I mean, it's to run it how? I mean, we can run it on Spreaker. We can run it for 3 hours on Spreaker, but we can't run it on RSBN because they have programming toward the beginning of the night now. They have it at 7 or 8 o'clock, but we don't have to buy Spreaker followers.
Do you have any plans to do like a 2-hour every Friday or something like that?
Say it again. You know what? There's
a
possibility.
Plans to do like a 2-hour every Friday?
We have been for like the last 3 or 4 weeks.
Yeah, we just started on Spreaker an hour early. Okay, so you listen either on your phone or you listen that way, and then at 9 o'clock, then we go live on RSBN.
Oh, so every night you do Spreaker at 8 o'clock?
No.
I do.
That's Friday.
We're thinking about that, but no, we have no. On Friday, though, we do that.
On Fridays you do that. Okay, then I never knew that. I thought
we just started.
Because I remember listening to you guys one weekend when you had those 3-hour specials, and
well, I
didn't know that, but I'm going to tune in now.
All right.
Now, starting February 22nd, make sure you tune in during the day. We're going to have 3 hours, and Wayne's got the details.
Yeah. If for CPAC. Let me get one more caller in before we roll out tonight. 347, you my last caller. Go.
Wayne, you seen the breaking news over Milo's speech in Berkeley?
What happened to him?
They're rioting over there.
Yeah, I figured
Imagine
they would.
that.
In California, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're going berserk over the burning stuff, rioting.
It's a hotbed. It's a hotbed over there, and
those Democrats are so they're so protective of homosexuals.
Yep.
Yeah,
and then Milo was hitting them hard this morning too.
Yeah. Well,
in that speech.
He was?
Just call you, let you know. Huh?
Okay. Well, hey, man, thank you so much for calling.
All right, sir.
All right. Yeah. Because we don't buy no Spreaker followers. So with we don't.
All right. Let me get my act together. Yeah, old Milo, he doesn't take a whole lot of stuff, man. I mean, he gets out there and he don't buy no Spreaker followers. He's out there and he's telling it like it is.
Kerry was watching it last night. He was watching it like a pinball machine. It's funny that like the likes and the
right.
The likes and the followers didn't go up. They just stayed the same. But hey, to each his own. If that's what you got to do, that's what you got to do. Ladies and gentlemen, we're getting ready to roll up out of here. Thank you for listening to the Wayne Dupree Show here on RSBN.TV. Also on Spreaker, also on WCCD AM 1000, CRN Digital Talk. We are going to be your best friend from now on. All right, Hutch, how can people reach out to you on social media?
Hey, SteelCityResistance.blogspot.com. Hutch Bailey Jr. on Facebook, Berg's Eye View on Twitter. Daryl Scott, good to see you. WCCD tonight on television. Good deal.
Don't forget, Wayne Dupree on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and Gab. Just type in Wayne Dupree Show. Ladies and gentlemen, we are out of here. Micah, hit whatever you hit, man. You're doing a good job over there. Thank you so much.